Hello, good morning, wherever you may be. So this is Management Information Systems class. All right. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try to cover about 10 chapters, uh, maybe 11. The total number of chapters that we have in the book that we use and is about 13. So if we're able to cover 10, that is good enough. We may jump one or two chapters to go on to more important chapters. All right, so I'm glad you could join us today. There are about um, a lot of students in the classroom. Take note of the syllabus. All right, the syllabus is there. Is gonna give you information as to what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna. I hope you guys can get your books. If not, you can still use the PowerPoint and and also this video lecture. Okay, this is asynchronous, so I'm gonna be posting these videos. I may not be able to post videos for all the chapters because and so if I'm not able to post a video, I'm still going to give you the PowerPoints. I'm going to ask you a few questions. All right, so you're gonna have assignments, 10 assignments. After every chapter, you're gonna have an assignment to do, so that I know that, yeah, you guys are watching the video, reading the PowerPoints, and doing what you're supposed to do. So we also gonna have two exams. All right, we're gonna have the midterm exam, and then we are gonna have the final exam. Okay, all is gonna be online. It's not gonna be difficult, and so again, I'm glad to have you. So the videos are mostly gonna take about 30 minutes or so. I just want to explain a few things to you. All right, so information systems, right? Information systems, the chapter one is information systems, people, technology, processes, and structure. That makes that constitutes the information system, what we call information system. A system is what different parts that come together to operate, to work together. And so with information systems, we have what? The people, we have the technology, we have the process, and then we have the structure. All right. In this day and age, what do we have? We do have a computer-based information system. Okay, back then, when I was growing up, we used to have what? The paper and pencil. So everything is written down. When you go, let's say you go to the hospital, they're going to write down your information, and then they're going to create a file for you, and they're going to stack it somewhere, right? The file is going to be there for like years. So when you go to the hospital, then they're going to climb up the stairs, they climb up and then pull your file. um, Sometimes you're gonna see spider web all over the place. They go, there's this guy who there, right? Yeah, and even before then, they used to record information using what? Clay tokens. They wrote information down. So that was back then. So now, since the advent of what? Computer, we do have computer-based information system. Okay, so what is the information system? It's a set of what interrelated components that work together to collect, process, store, and disseminate information. All right, so that your business can be what? Effective and efficiently serve its customers. All right, as a manager, or just about anybody who's working in the in business, in an organization, you're going to be using what you call it, technology. You got to understand how this entire process works. So that is why we are here taking this course. Right, so businesses are not going to, if you go to a hospital, right, or if you go to a school and now you got to fill out information using pen and paper. Now, everybody got a phone, put everything in it. There's an app for everything, right? So things have what developed, and so we also develop with it, and so we'll continue to change. Information systems will do what? Continue to change business. It's gonna continue to make business services better, all right, and their products are also better. So as a manager, right, in any organization, you have to have at least the technical skills. You also have to have what the interpersonal skills to be able to use this technology, this information system, and get the people to also use it. So like I said, information, when we say information system, there are four parts of it, all right, which was efficiently explained by Levitt. So we do have the Levitt diamond, all right. We call it the Levitt diamond, and it just explains that, okay, when you are implementing information systems in your organization, it's not just the information infrastructure or the information technology. It also involves what? The people. It also involves the process and also the structure. Right, so there are four parts. So the Levitt's diamond model has four parts. Right, this is what managers use to implement their information system. Otherwise, if you don't make use of all these four systems and you just bring in the technology, the people there may not be able to use it. They don't know anything about it, right? You got to train them. So and then you got to motivate them. You got to develop some enthusiasm in them to be able, for them to be able to what? To use it. Okay, and also, so that's one. Get a people on board. Two, get the right technology. Okay, that you need for your business. Right, Walmart, they're trying to cut down on costs. What do they have? They have the vendor managed inventory system. So now when you go to Walmart, they don't hire people to manage their inventory. They don't care about it. It's the vendors, the people who are supplying them. They are the ones who are managing the inventory themselves. So when they see that, our products are going down, they just come in and restock it. So that is that. So we have what? The people, train the people, get the people interested in it, motivate the people, then also know the right technology that you want to use. Walmart want to use the vendor managed inventory. A lot of other people wants you to have an app so that when you order something you can track it all the way, right? So they're using these technology very efficiently. Okay, number three is what? Is the process. The process in business is turning input into output, right? That's the whole process of business. All right, making sure that you get raw materials, which is the input. Let's say you try to build a car, so you buy what? The aluminum, you buy the cushion, the seats, everything that you need, steel, everything that you need for the car parts. Those are the inputs, and then what? You add value to it, right, to differentiate your car, and then sell it to the customer. So that is the process involved in what? In making cars, in that business. And then also the fourth part is the structure of the organization, which means how is the organization arranged? Is it a hierarchy, or is it a lateral form of organization? Whatever it is, how the departments are arranged also is very important in terms of what? The communication. Are you passing on information from one place to the other? You cannot have information and then sit on it. So how effective is your information system with regards to that, right? All right, so yep, so that is by way of the Levitt's model, which is a framework to introduce the whole information systems, into your organization. So again, information technology is just one part of the entire information system. Sometimes we call information technology information technology. We call it the information infrastructure, right? But now it's mostly called information technology. So, what are the types of information systems? We have one, the personal information system. Right now, I'm making a presentation, right? So I'm using information system personally. Sometimes I'm text messages, messaging and stuff like that. Using word processor, Microsoft Word, using spreadsheet in my office. I'm doing all these things. That is one, my personal information system. All right. Two, you have a work group information system, right, which supports teamwork. So an example is a Zoom, which allows everybody to come in and communicate, right? Or Google, Google Team, and so on. And also even the text messages that if you send it to a group text message. So number two, we have a work group information system, also as a type of information system, and also an enterprise information system which links the entire organization. All right, enterprise, which is more or less, example is like the credit card. Okay, the whole organization, when you use a credit card processing system, is in the organization. So this thing can link the entire organization. So number three is the enterprise information system, which is used organization wide inside the organization. And then number three, we have the inner organizational information system, which links, when we say INTER, INTER, right? Inter-organizational. That means, between organizations. So between, let's say, Microsoft and Tesla, right? Between Walmart, one organization, and let's say Target, another organization, stuff like that. So that is inner. And so when Walmart want to buy something from a vendor, right? They are engaging in organizational information system. And that example is the electronic data interchange, where again you can use your one business can use your credit card to pay a supplier to bring whatever supplies they have. All right. So information system is very good on the value chain, on the supply chain. Right, it makes an organization become competitive. It gives an organization a competitive advantage. All right, competitive advantage is a process of adding more value to your products so that you can get more customers. That is just what it is. Value could be in terms of the quality of the product, or could be just in terms of lower cost. It's valuable to me because, hey, it's cheaper. It's valuable to me because it's very durable, right? It has a whole lot of quality. And so, like Walmart, their competitive advantage is low prices, right? They have quality goods, just like their competitors, but they are able to provide it at a lower cost, right? So so their competitive advantage is low cost, low cost leadership, right? Or just cost leadership. And then another competitive advantage is called differentiation. Like Apple, they have a differentiated product. Apple cell phone is still the best, right? And although it's expensive, people know what they are buying. When they buy it, they know that, oh yeah, it's a durable product. So with it, so you can get, so Apple has a competitive advantage when it comes to the cell phone industry, right? They have an expensive product, but it is also what worth it. And then also the third competitive advantage that you can have is what we call the focus, where you are focusing on a certain segment of the population. I always give it this example as the Whole Foods or the organic food, um, sector. When organic food or Whole Foods first came out, it was targeting people who want to eat healthy and stuff. A lot of people don't buy it, right? But it was targeting a certain group of people. So we call that what focus competitive advantage. All right. So IS information system can also help you with your strategic planning. All right. What is planning? Planning is having a goal and taking the steps to achieve that goal. All right. Organizations do plan. They do strategize. Strategic planning. When we talk about, it's almost the same thing, but with strategy is a master plan. So it's the overall plan, long term, right? And then what the planning is a short term. And so you have to be able to know how to utilize information system in your planning. Maybe you need a better innovation. You need a powerful mobile device. These days they use what, the 5G, right? That, and it's good for the business, right? Because they are able to better communicate with their customers. They are able to process a whole lot of information. They are able to differentiate even their products. These cars, it has what, lane changing systems. If there's a car behind you or trying to pass you, it's gonna beep, 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 right? So yeah, and so you are able to develop what you call it, good software. Or yep. So some of these softwares, actually, the way it works, a business can plan and say, hey, I wish I can have this, and then they can get in touch with technology people, right, in California, Silicon Valley, and then they're going to give them an idea. Can you develop something for me? Like, cause my children are getting involved in some accident, so they say they can't see their blind spot. So try, something like that, and then they do it, and then it catches on, right? Or this can be done by the CEO of a car manufacturing company. They just sit down and think, how can we come up with a better car? Oh, okay, it's maybe a car that's going to talk to the passenger if there's something wrong with a car, something like that, right? And then they develop. So it's very good to know how to use this information system. Yep. So we have what, a computer-based information system now. All right. And if you don't have it, you cannot compete. You have to have it and use it to your advantage. All right. So and so there are many careers in information systems. Of course, if you want to be in that field, you gotta have the technical ability, right? The technical ability involves what? The information technology. So you can either be a software developer, right, where you create the apps, or a web designer, all right. So if you have the technical ability to do that, also it's needed in business in general. Okay, so if you are able to combine that with let's say your degree, your accounting degree, you can be doing your accounting work using what, the technology. If you are the manager, right? You know business, but then you also have to know how you can use your information systems very well. If you just want to focus on information, you can also be what a chief information officer, where you the person who advises the management as to what information system or what information technologies out there, how they can implement it. You can, so in business, you have to know finance, you have to know accounting, you have to know what economics, how to invest, and then you also have to know how the information system works. You also have to develop a little skill as to how you can use this information system. These days, everybody has what little skill, right? In typing, using Microsoft Word, using Microsoft processor, knowing how technology works. That's why, yeah. So as we go along, we're going to show you the different technologies that we have, different components of technology. We're going to educate you as to what technology is out there and how it works, how you can use it. So if you are here, you can be able to also know how to use or know how technology works, right? And be able to use it effectively, all right? Yeah, so you can be like I said, you can also be a business analyst, where you assemble all kind of information to improve the company's competitiveness, all right? So you are the analyst. You have to analyze all the information coming in and try to make the best decision, all right? So this is in your PowerPoints, all right? We also have what we call it, information systems security analyst, who they make sure that there are no breaches, there's no hacking, so these people also have a very good idea of how of information technology, okay? Software developer, programmer, and everything. Business analysts also do similar job. So one thing I want to say also is that there is what we call shadow IT. Shadow IT is like you have your IT department inside of your organization, right? But in the shadow IT, where you have the IT department, but it is not inside your organization. It's more or less it's outsourced, right? So they do all your information technology for you. So that is IT. That is shadow IT. All right. All right. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time of your time. So this is just it. So I'm going to ask you, when you log in, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer those questions. Post it. I'm going to post this video. Is going to be posted on Mondays, like I said, and so you have all week to answer the questions. These questions are ready on Saturdays by I think 5 or 6. So post your assignments on there on e-learning. I'm going to grade it, and then we go from there. All right, the assignments alone carries 50 points, and then also the midterm exam is going to be 25, and then the final exam is going to be 25, so you can easily pass it. All right, so until next time, where we meet and we cover chapter 2, y'all have a beautiful day. All right, bye bye.